Let's start. It's time to begin. I'm very honored to present my report about how to use blended learning and teaching to run STEM educational programs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics programs in our Technical University Gheorghe Asachi and Alexandru Cuza University from Iași, Romania, and also from Technical University of Moldova, Chișinău, Republic of Moldova, which university are one of most collaborative friends and partners in our efforts. Topics addressed by my presentations are following. Which qualities and skills are necessary for teachers doing blended and teaching education? Which components and activities for blended teaching and learning in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are necessary? How to design didactic materials by using theory of Gagne and taxonomy of Bloom with some examples. Which assessment tools are used when educational programs are delivered by using a platform like Moodle? What kind of communication we insist on using forums? How to offer to students online, virtual and remote laboratories? We will also present some example of use of open educational resources and massive open online courses. How at European level are recommended to be used Moodle platform? Which manual for students are used in online education in our universities? And certainly conclusions. Pedagogical skills and qualities for online teaching are following. Group problem solving and collaboration tasks, problem-based learning and discussions, case study strategies, simulations or role play, student-generated content, student projects. Teachers have to offer tuitions and mentoring and realize guided learning to all students who are participating. Exploration or discovery in learning process, teacher-led readings and activities, modeling the learning process in order to obtain the solution. Elements, characteristics for course program have to contain previously accumulated knowledge, required to attend objectives, which tasks have to be realized by students, which testing programs have to use, which necessary materials contain our lessons and courses, grading criteria, information testing, virtual library resources, and requirements for e-campus activities, and last but not least, information on work ethic. Certainly, the course contains staff information and guidance of students participating, course calendar. topics and activities of the course offer students the opportunity to engage in critical and abstract thinking. Students are challenged to complete one or more of the following: solve problems, contextualize concepts, undertake practical applications or projects. Lessons, course documents contain presentations in PowerPoint format, converted in video audio clips eventually, short lectures in video format, links to open educational resources on websites, online materials. Between ICT communication tools used, especially in group discussions or given issues, are in forums. Students have to keep electronic diaries, have to realize simulated laboratory exercises to prepare for real laboratory experience, or engaging in forum, web conferences, and chat sessions. Assessment tools are very important. Tests, examinations, and surveys, online catalogs, and evaluation statistics, which only a learning platform is able to offer. Course tasks are interactive and require students to interconnect with each other and their instructor via email, chat room, or discussion forum. Online or controlled test evaluations, tests in standard form, projects, demonstrations, presentations, case studies. I will insist on the fact sometimes, especially in scientific, technology, and engineering lectures, are necessary face-to-face activities like laboratory sessions, tutorial sessions, implementation discussion of projects, eventually end semester examinations, and some seminars related to a lesson of the course. Educational support are realized by face-to-face meetings with counselors. 9 stages of Gagne training are most used in order to establish a successful online lesson. Catching the attention, lesson type. Informing students about objective, lesson objectives. Stimulating previously learned notions, introduction. Prior knowledge needed to complete and understand the lesson. Dictionary of new terms. Then content presentation by examples. Text in form, text, images, video, audio, some recommendations in real examples, information supplementary, having a dictionary wiki type, and all process of learning, teacher offer guidance during this process in order to ensure obtaining performance through practical activity. After tests, when knowledge is verified, checked, is provided feedback in order to correct misunderstanding. Finally, performance evaluation is certificate. in order to consolidate knowledge and skills, transfer skills transfer, are offered some problems to be solved with indications. Then, if student is not able to obtain final result, teacher offers supplementary information. The process of instructional system design use analysis, design, development, production, implementation, delivery to student, and evaluation. Analysis phase, I will not insist on every box, is analyze target audience, learning outcomes, which pedagogical approach have to be used, is a selection then of media which compose the lesson. Finally, management and course plan is provided using a template. Design objectives are learning outcomes. Specific skills, values, knowledge. Measurable or demonstrable activities. Attainable by students at current level. Relevant for students' course program degree. Time appropriate for module or course length. Here is course template. You see overview, unit, courses organized in units. Units has some unit has many lessons. Every unit has a summary, and this is organized the course. It's very important to understand that Bloom taxonomy of educational objectives and revised taxonomy by Anderson and Kraft-Wall is very important in order to increase level of understanding and use of knowledge. Bloom taxonomy of educational objectives, we used what have to do a student, which kind of computer tool is appropriate for knowledge, for comprehension, for application, and which are internet tasks. Also for analysis, synthesis, evaluation. As an example of use of Bloom taxonomy, is briefly presented in this slide for chapter Powers in Alternating Current. Also, the same subject is presented in form of 4 slides. Assessment, strategies for planning evaluations, grading students' activity, providing effective and efficient feedback. We are creating assessment by using constructive alignment. I will explain. Design of teaching and learning activities, and assessment tasks, which directly address the expected learning outcomes. During the assimilation of knowledge, we are using formative assessment, and finally, at the end of the unit, lesson, and course, certainly, summative assessment. Between assignments and assessment are links presented briefly in this slide. I will not insist. Assignment 1, discussion, journal, forum postings, other activity realized by every student, and finally, grade book, assessment management. As communication strategies in online training environments, we are used theoretical framework of the investigation community, a process of creating a deep and meaningful learning experience, collaborative constructivist, by developing three independent elements: social, cognitive, and didactic presence. Asynchronous communication are essential because students learn as an autonomous player, but collaborating with didactic content, with other colleagues, and with instructor. Online discussion, web hosting discussion, and forum facilitation. When it's necessary, we are using synchronous communication, either web conferences or chat. It's important to briefly present which are didactic scenario of a virtual or remote experiment. 6 steps. Students read introductory teaching material, which presents subject, purpose, objective, and theory behind the experiment in order to understand application of the phenomenon in different technological fields. Students will take then an online test to assess their level of knowledge and understanding of the stages of experiment, procedure, prerequisite, hardware and software details of each stage of the experiment, procedural details, and how to effectively use the remote control panel or simulation software. Students with the HAPPEN simulation will follow, and video sequences will exemplify the theoretical concepts in order to deepen and better understand the concepts. Then student answers a questionnaire with questions for which the student can receive additional information. Using the remote control panel, student will perform the experiment, viewing and analyzing the experimental results. In this way, students will understand and learn the procedures for correcting unwanted developments in the experiment. In order to deepen the cognitive understanding, each student will receive additional tasks and will be evaluated after the execution of each operation to understand the experimental phenomenon. An example, verify Norton theorem from electricity, theory, procedure, operating environment, simulator, test, and finally reference, including also bibliography or eventually a video lesson. Among a few examples of open educational resources, we also use in mathematics, technology, science, physics, and so on. Hyperphysics from a site in the United States is both for mathematics and physics, but in Cuza University, I taught courses for future teachers at the Department of Teacher Education from chemistry, physics, mathematics, biology, informatics, and so on. And at this address link, there are other information for biology and chemistry, for example. Some of MOOC courses, massive open online courses, are found in South America. Maxwell system, very important. And here in Chronicle, some of the most efficient and useful sources for such a kind of subject, MOOC. And I strongly recommend also Merlot from United States of America. Physics and so on. At the European level, Scientific program offers a Moodle platform free to teachers across Europe and around the world in order to facilitate distance learning in these difficult times, but not only. STEM tools for teachers, organized STEM tools for teachers, ICT tools for teachers, classroom management lessons. Manual we are used is entitled in English, Computer-Aided Instruction e-Didactics, is published in 2007, but is in Romanian language. Benefits for STEM education are following. Using learning content management system. We use Moodle, Modular Object-Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. BTL has a number of advantages. Comfort for learners to have a right degree of control over when and where they undertake to learn using course materials and activities. Tasks and grades are highly structured, efficient, and well managed. Training is student-centered by stimulating critical thinking, which can be generated in appropriately structured platform discussion forum. Innovative online instructors need to develop many creative ways to use platform discussion boards to promote interaction and a sense of community. Certainly, both students and teachers at school and faculty level need to learn new pedagogies for adoption of BTL. Here is not very readable. We mentioned here technology enhanced electrical education in Crunt Campus project in Republic of Moldova, and other open source papers, most of them, which are at the base of this presentation. Acknowledgement. I would like to thank the International Institute of Systemics, Cybernetics and Informatics for offering me the chance to give this presentation during the session on transdisciplinary research, education and communication. I would like to particularly emphasize the collaboration with distinguished Professor Nahib Kayaos, President General of the Conference, and organizer of this special session. Thank you very much. And here, historical heritage of our university. Aula, library, university, main hall, and thank you very much for your attention. Okay. I will wait for asking questions, please. No one?
Professor Laos is asking something, but you know, it's muted. You know, I think that he wants to ask you something.
Yes.
Before I'd like to ask you a question. Okay, Professor Kalaos, let him ask first.
Professor Kalaos.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Do you know why they removed synthesis in the second taxonomy, Bloom taxonomy? It was in the first taxonomy was analysis and synthesis.
Yes. They moved
Which
from
are related to the right and the left brain. Why they removed synthesis in the second taxonomy?
They wanted to use verbs, not nouns. Action.
Could you say that again, please?
Excuse me. Please excuse me.
No, that's all right. They wanted to what? To do what?
In order to offer to learner possibility to apply by action what he obtained through study.
Okay, but why they removed the notion of synthesis from the taxonomy?
I don't know. I will wait from you.
I've been asking that, you know, for many years. No one answered me. They just told me that it was a Delphi process that they did, and they arrived to the conclusion through Delphi process to remove synthesis and, you know, to replace it by creativity. But that doesn't make any sense to me, because mathematical synthesis is the proof.
Yes.
The discovery is mathematical analysis.
Correct.
So it didn't make any sense to me, you know, that they replaced synthesis with creativity, which is the reasoning that I was given.
Yes, you are right. You are right.
Well, synthesis is so important. I mean, it's even, you know, it's one part of our brain.
Yes, Professor. What I want to complete, you said before, this is why I use it on the slide, both taxonomies. Because I was not very convinced that one of them is the best.
Yeah, you're right. Because I noticed also that you use the word synthesis in several slides of yours.
Yes.
So, okay, I think that you have the same kind of question that I have, why they did it.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
In your framework, thank you for your presentation. It was really illuminating for me.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask you, you can hear me, can you? You can hear me, can you?
Yes.
In the whole framework, I'd like to ask you something. All the references, or most of the references, are in English. Now, at the university, are you teaching in English or in Romanian?
I will explain briefly. When materials, didactic materials are mainly realized lessons in Romanian language, but bibliography is in English directly, because in scientific disciplines there are dictionaries which are used by students in the individual autonomous study in order to understand the meaning of each notion in his mother language, Romanian especially.
Yeah, my question is the following, because I've been dealing with this for 20 years. In order to deal for students, in order to deal with accumulative reading in English, they have to know not just language but discourse. And are there any courses in English for academic purposes or English for specific purposes to teach the students how to deal with, let's say, material written in English and then to transfer it to Romanian?
It's a mixture. At the high level for students in faculty, some of explanation, their explanation of understanding, they can provide in English, not only in Romanian. Because scientific education, engineering and technology education in these days is important to know at least one international language in your profession. And because lingua franca of scientific information is English, we encourage our students to use English language. Not only English, also French language, German language, Spanish, Italian.
I may not have, expressed my question correctly. I'm thinking of, first or second year students who are taught in Romanian, I suppose, and then they have, big amount of bibliography in English. How do they handle this kind of bibliography? Is there any support system? That is my question. Because they have to move between Romanian and English and back and forth.
But to which discipline are you make reference?
To your discipline.
All disciplines.
Yeah, I mean since the instruction is in Romanian and the bibliography is in English, then the students have to move between Romanian and English back and forth. For instance, if they have to read bibliography in English and then make a presentation in Romanian, then they have to deal with the discourse, the scientific discourse. It doesn't matter if it is electrical engineering or whatever. And my question is the following: is there any support system to help the students to move back and forth?
Dear Professor, I kindly ask you to write me an email message in order to offer you correct and corresponding response.
Because I have been encountered the same problem, but in Greek.
I understand.
English, for 20 years. And that's why, but I come from a different discipline, but there is a problem with the students, first or second year students, when they move between different environments, linguistic environments.
Okay.
I'll get your email and then I'll ask you.
Okay. Thank you. The time is over. There are any questions? Professor Nahib, Kayawos, thank you very much.
No, thank you. Really, it was a good one.
Thank you very much, Professor. See you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you all of you.